Have you ever considered how much power money truly has in our society? Money. It's a word that carries a lot of weight, doesn't it? It's more than just a tool used for transactions. It's a social construct that has a profound influence on our lives, shaping the way we think and behave. It's a powerful force that drives our decisions and dictates our lifestyle. Think about it, the kind of house you live in, the car you drive, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, the vacations you take. All of these are determined by money. It's a key that opens doors to opportunities and experiences. It's a ticket that allows us to live comfortably and enjoy the finer things in life. But money's influence extends beyond our personal lives. It also plays a pivotal role in society, defining status and power. It's a universal language that everyone understands. It's a measure of success and a symbol of achievement. The more money you have, the more influential you become. It can buy you a seat at the table, a voice in the room, even a spot in the limelight. It can elevate you to positions of authority and grant you access to exclusive circles. It's a ladder that can lift you to the top of the social hierarchy. However, money is not just about power and status. It's also about freedom and choice. It gives us the liberty to make our own decisions, to choose our own path, to shape our own destiny. It provides us with the flexibility to live our lives on our own terms, to pursue our passions and dreams, to chase our ambitions and aspirations. So you see, money is not just a piece of paper or a digital number in your bank account. It's a force that shapes our world, influences our actions, and defines who we are. It holds a tremendous amount of power and wields an incredible amount of influence. Indeed, money plays a crucial role in our daily lives, shaping our decisions and dictating our lifestyle. But beyond our personal lives, how does money influence the society we live in? Money, as we know it, is more than just a medium of exchange. It's a force that shapes our society, our relationships, and our perceptions in profound ways. One of the most conspicuous impacts of money on society is economic inequality. The gap between the haves and the have-nots continues to widen, creating stark divisions in society. This inequality doesn't just affect the quality of life for individuals, but also influences their opportunities, aspirations, and even their health. Money also plays a significant role in the prevalence of poverty. Poverty isn't merely about a lack of money, but it's also about a lack of access to resources and opportunities that money can provide. It's about being excluded from the economic mainstream and being denied the dignity that comes with self-sufficiency. Now let's take a moment to consider wealth distribution. The concentration of wealth in the hands of a few can lead to an imbalance of power that can further exacerbate economic inequality. This imbalance can create societal divisions and even trigger conflicts. However, it's also important to note that money isn't inherently evil. It's a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends on how it's used. Money can contribute to societal progress when it's invested in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. It can foster innovation and create opportunities when it's used to support entrepreneurship and research. Money, in its essence, is a reflection of our values. The way we distribute and use money speaks volumes about our priorities as a society. Do we value equality or do we value accumulation? Do we value cooperation or do we value competition? These are the questions that we as a society need to ask ourselves. As we can see, the distribution and use of money can heavily impact the social fabric of our society. But how does money work from an economic perspective, and why is it so important? Let's start with the basic principle of supply and demand. This principle states that the price of an item is determined by the supply of it and the demand for it. The same applies to money. If there's a lot of money in circulation, its value decreases. Conversely, when there's less money around, its value increases. This is because the more money there is, the more goods and services it can buy, causing prices to rise. This is what we call inflation. Inflation is a bit like a thief in the night, silently eroding the value of your money over time. It's why a loaf of bread cost a few pennies back in your grandparents' day, but now costs a couple of dollars. Inflation means that the same amount of money can buy less over time. It's why central banks aim to keep inflation at a steady low rate. Too much inflation can cause economic instability, while too little can lead to economic stagnation. Then there's the concept of interest rates. These are a bit like the price of money. If you borrow money, you pay interest on it. If you save money, you earn interest on it. Interest rates can influence how much people spend or save. When interest rates are high, people are more likely to save because they get more return on their savings. When interest rates are low, people are more likely to spend because they get less return on their savings. The central bank uses interest rates as a tool to control inflation and stabilize the economy. If the economy is overheating and inflation is rising, the central bank can raise interest rates to cool things down. If the economy is slowing and inflation is too low, the central bank can lower interest rates to stimulate spending. Understanding these economic principles helps us appreciate the complex role money plays in our economy. Understanding money isn't just about understanding coins and notes, it's about understanding the economy as a whole. Does money have a moral dimension? Can it influence our behavior and values? Diving into this thought-provoking question, we find ourselves in a philosophical conundrum. Money, an inanimate object, inherently doesn't have any moral or ethical standing. However, its pursuit and use can reveal much about our own values, ethics, and morality. The chase for wealth, for instance, can sometimes steer us away from our moral compass. The desire to amass more wealth can lead to unethical behavior, such as deception, fraud, or exploitation. These actions, while they may lead to financial gain, can erode our ethical foundations, leaving us morally bankrupt. On the other hand, not all pursuit of wealth is morally questionable. Many individuals and organizations use their wealth to facilitate positive change, to uplift communities, and to champion causes they believe in. Here, money becomes a tool for good, demonstrating that the morality of money is often in the hands of those who wield it. This brings us to the concept of money morality. Just as we have personal morals and societal ethics, we also have attitudes towards money that can reflect our values. Do we see money as a means to an end or an end in itself? Do we prioritize wealth accumulation over the welfare of others, or do we believe in using our financial resources to make the world a better place? Our answers to these questions reveal our money morality. It's also worth noting that our attitudes towards money are not set in stone. They can evolve over time, influenced by personal experiences, societal norms, and cultural values. As we grow and learn, we have the opportunity to align our financial behavior with our ethical beliefs, to ensure that our pursuit of wealth doesn't compromise our moral integrity. Money then can have a profound impact, not just on our economic lives, but also on our moral compass. It's a reflection of our values, a tool that can be used for good or ill, and a force that can shape our behavior and attitudes. So, as we navigate our financial journeys, let's remember to consider not just the economic implications of our decisions, but also their moral and ethical ones. So, what can we learn from all this about money and its role in our lives and society? Well, let's start by acknowledging the incredible power money holds. It's the lifeblood of our personal existence, the driving force behind our ambitions, and the means to fulfill our dreams. Money has the power to transform lives, to elevate us from the depths of despair to the heights of happiness. But then we've also seen how it shapes society. The distribution of wealth is a mirror, reflecting the state of our civilization. It's a tool that can build bridges or walls, depending on how it's used. Wealth can create opportunities, but its unequal distribution can also breed disparities, causing rifts that can take generations to heal. The economics of money is an intricate web. It's not just about earning and spending, it's about understanding the dynamics of the economy, the interplay of supply and demand, and the impact of policies. Money is a language that speaks volumes about the health of our economy and our place within it. And let's not forget the moral implications. The pursuit of wealth, while necessary, often poses ethical dilemmas. It can make us question our values, our priorities. It's a test of character, challenging us to find a balance between our needs and our desires, between our ambitions and our principles. So where does this leave us? Perhaps it's time for each of us to reflect on our relationship with money. How does it influence our decisions, our values, our interactions with the world around us? Are we its masters, or has it subtly taken control, dictating the course of our lives? Remember, money is a tool, it's a means to an end, not an end in itself. It's up to us to use it wisely, to harness its power for the greater good. Understanding the role of money in our lives and society can help us make more informed decisions and potentially lead to a more equitable society.